gonna be your first victim. I'm just gonna go find the worst duelist in the school. No, I got my sights set on that short kid with the blue hair. I hate tournaments. How am I supposed to do this?
And we are back! Lots of things have happened. Lots of things I should have been doing has happened. And now it's time to talk about what's happened. Ycs Anaheim for Yu-Gi-Oh! Has just finished, along with a brand new ban list. So now, it's time to go through the ban list, talk about what's new, what's old, and what in the world should we do about it. So, before I explain what this tier list is for, I'm just going to quickly explain my record for the tournament. That was my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh! Ycs. I would have loved to make a more in-detail video, but I had no footage, what in the world. So, I will be brief and explain what happened. So, I came there on the first day of registration on Friday. Then, I entered with Shining Sarcophagus. My round 1 opponent, I lost, of course, it was Ryzeals. Round 2, I had the tie against my Ritual Beast opponent. Proceeding into round 3, we absolutely cook Dinomorphia on the 2-0 with Gendora G. Finally, round 4, we deal with Goblin Bikers, Fiendsmith, and we win in time by making a Baguska, and they had no way to get over it. Lastly, round 5, we were going to lose against Ryzeal, but decided to give us the win because we were going to tie. And round 6 is when things started to get kind of difficult for us, sadly. I lost to a Ryzeal player again, sadly. Round 7, I came back dueling against Exodia in a very tense duel. Yugi versus Grandpa, but I came out with Numeron Dragon for the certified win. And then we end this with a round 8 sad defeat. A Tenpai player swooped in, we brick, we can't do anything about it, and they just cook us with their dragons. Round 9, we clutched up, I guess, with Mermails, but it didn't really matter. By then, I had gotten a X3 record. I would still have to argue, although I was very upset and broken down that day, I would still say that was a very good experience, and I am very happy, glad, and thankful that I got to participate in such a tournament. For being my first tournament, actually, I would say, along with it not being a meta deck, I would say we did a pretty good with Shining Sarcophagus. I mean, it was very hard, and I mean, I didn't get to deal with Snake Eyes or Yubel. I didn't even actually get to face Malice, which kind of sucked. I was planning for that. But with the duels we did have, I think I learned a lot about the deck. Though it has kind of left me quite drained. Though, as much as I love Shining Sarcophagus, it's still not super strong. The ways that I try to make Horus Stark just doesn't work. It feels like you're sacrificing both sides of the deck. The Horus side takes up too much slots, and then to the point where you're not able to use certain cards in Shining Stark, such as the Dark Magician. Not to mention, you are also just not able to play their best card in Shifter, but I wouldn't say that's a horrible thing, since Shifter's not the game winner anymore, it feels like. After watching it, maybe it's because of the decks I was forced to duel against. But I felt like Shifter had no effect, and it was like I was more wanting to side out Dimensional Shifter. But anyways, that's my thing with Shining Stark. As much as I do really enjoy the deck, I don't think I will be continuing making as much content with it as much as I did before. And that's because I just want to find the deck. I feel like I've played Shining Stark since August, and as much as I love it, just not doing what I wanted to do. So I'd like to find a new main deck to focus on, and that's what this tier list is for today. I want to go through a lot of the meta decks, or rogue decks, or just contenders right now in Yu-Gi-Oh! And try and see if we can find a deck that we can start working on new for the YouTube channel. So, as we see right now, we already have Red Dragon Archfiend as a backup plan. Of course, you guys know that my first video was playing Red Dragon Archfiend. But Red Dragon Archfiend has a very similar problem to Shining Sarcophagus, in my opinion, where it's just sucks being a rogue deck that it's normal, feels very sensitive, and the boards just don't hit as hard as they should be. So, of course, I would love to play RDA. It's not going to be my first choice, just because I was playing RDA even longer before I owned Shining Sarcophagus. But until I could find a new deck, I might just play RDA for now. Looking at the rest of the list, we can see that we have the first row being all the meta decks right now. In that order, I would actually say, from reading it from left to right, I would rank the decks right now in meta capabilities. After that, I would say the not my cup of tea from left to right are the ways I would not be wanting to play them. I just don't really love most of these decks. I hate Flu with a burning passion. Runic, it's just really boring. I like comboing, and I like doing flashy, exciting plays. Labyrinth, admittedly, I just don't really like the art. And I played the Trap deck as my first Yu-Gi-Oh deck, so I think Trap decks are kind of stale. Tier actually made me quit the game. I'm really not trying to be a hater, guys. I'm sorry, but I just don't have great memories with these decks. What's the next deck? Let's see. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, I'm not really big fan of that deck. Sprite. Well, Sprite banned my boy Ronin's head, so I can't say that. Rescue Ace is another just trap deck, or well, not even a trap deck. You set traps and spells. Back row deck. Ritual Beast. I don't want. I get made fun of a lot already at my store for playing Shifter. I don't want to get made fun of for playing Shifter and Colossus. And then there's Voiceless Voice and Plants. Plants hurt my head. I tried playing Pure Rika, and I couldn't fandom the combos. And then Voiceless Voice. I think Voiceless Voice has just lost their moment. But who knows? I didn't get to face the Ryuj. I heard that kind of helped the deck, but I haven't gotten a chance to experiment it. So who knows? Maybe that deck has something. But for now, I'm putting in not my cup of tea. And then for the tier in I just made, I cannot afford. These are decks I would love to build, but I can't afford. I would love to play Mermail. I really like their aesthetic. I like making water cards, and Toad is one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But it just looks too expensive. Exodia, I made a video a few months ago saying I would love to play it, but the Blue Eyes is just too expensive. And like I said before with Ritual Beast, I'd be made fun of for all the stupid cards like Secret Village and Shifter. Vanquish Soul looks cool, but everything is just stupidly high rarity. I hate that they did that for that archetype. But from what I've seen, the deck looks really fun to play with bouncing cards to your hand. I've had friends who use it, and they say they enjoy it. Would make a play test for it. Now, for this tier, I would say these are decks that I'm not 100% sure for, but I'd be interested in trying to make, so I'd at least make a video for. Salman Grapes, I'd be willing to try. Six Samurai, the new support has actually kind of made me interested in trying. Parail is cheap. That's a good reason why it's up there. I wouldn't have to spend much money on making a new deck, so that'd be very helpful. And then Branded is just up there because I think Branded is a very balanced deck. I like Branded. I think it's a fair archetype, so I like playing a fair deck, you know? If we don't talk about locking your opponent with the Glory Dragon. If we talk about that, yeah, I'd say the deck is a pretty chill guy. Following that, we got Memento. Memento, I think, is super cool. But if I have to play the Fiendsmith stuff, I have to put that in. I cannot afford it. Hopefully pure. Drytron's cool. If you guys check the ban list, Eve got unbanned, so that makes Drytron any better. But I wonder if it's going to make any importance in the meta. Heroes are going to get some very exciting support in Supreme Darkness, so I am very interested in that. I could actually see myself playing Heroes with the new Dark Evil Hero monsters. But if we had to rank the deck right now without any new support, I'm not as excited for it. I could wait, but I could build it. Sharks are very exciting. I like sharks. I would definitely like to try to make sharks. I could see myself making a video for that. Melodiuses are cool, but I don't really want to play it on its own. If I can mix it with perhaps like Supreme King monsters, that would be pretty cool. But the problem with that is they kind of fall in with Moon Charmy, from what I've heard, with all their summoning from the hand, they can field and deck. So they'd just be drawing a lot, so I'd be playing into that. Sky Striker looks cool. There's a guy at the top who's getting second place with Sky Striker, but I'm no second place winner, that's for sure. But I could try Sky Striker. That's another budget-friendly deck, which interests me. More budget, the better. Oh, whoops. Ancient Gears. Ancient Gears look really cool. Same thing with Heroes. They're getting a new card from the show called Ancient Gears Statue, which I've tried. It looks to be very broken for the deck, but that thing isn't going to be out till March or May. So if we have to rank it for as it is right now, as strong as it is, it's still missing a few tools, like having to be able to play control. So for now, I'd put it next to Salamangreat, and I would make a playtest video for it. Blue Eyes looks awesome. I gotta put my rules aside. I really want to play Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes has interested me. That deck is actually the reason why I felt inspired to make this banlist video, because they just look so freaking cool, dude. So I gotta put those in my top of my list. I want to build those. Pure, mixed, Magia, no Magia. I want to play them. And then finally, Fire King. I just don't like Fire King. That's all, guys. If it's water or fire, I pick water. And then with Simple Spoils gone, I'm not really sure how the deck is supposed to bridge that well. But anyways, those were my opinions and trying to rank what deck I should play. My thoughts on what's the new deck right now. We'll probably figure it out some more. I'll probably be dishing out a few Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck list videos soon. Still trying to work out my main content. If you guys have any Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck suggestions you guys want to tell me, drop them down in the comments. I would love to hear them. My main thing is I have a huge bias for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, so any Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime decks are lovely for me to try out. That's my preference, but it doesn't mean it's the only type of deck I'll play. Like, there's a lot of TCG decks that I really enjoy that aren't from the show. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. You guys are always the best. New video trying to be out consistently every next week, but that's been a problem, but hopefully we can fix that. But have a great time, and I'll see you guys next time.